Welcome to your yoga practice today. We're going to focus on body awareness. I think the more that you can learn about your body, the more progress you can make towards your goals. So as we go into our poses, we're going to think about where you are in your feet, where you are in your knees, your hips, your chest or shoulders, your head or your gaze, and your hands. And just paying attention on purpose. Sometimes we do things a little mindlessly or we're not thinking about them. And then when you do them on purpose, you can get more benefit from the movement. So taking your comfortable seat, easy pose if you want. You can sit up higher on something, a folded blanket or a pillow, a bolster if you have that. If your legs or your hips are tight. And you're going to try to find your sit bones and then lengthen through your spine. And draw that right shoulder back and your left shoulder back. You're trying to bring your ears over your shoulders, so you sit up with a long spine. And then when you're in your pose, can you hold that and relax a little bit? So you're not muscling your way through your poses, just relaxing or backing off a little bit. And you can gently close your eyes, your gaze downward, remembering in your practice today, trying to follow one instruction at a time. It's not always easy to get into that practice, but if you follow one instruction at a time, I'm going to do my best to make sure I've got your body in the right position at the right time, so that you don't always have to turn your head or turn your body to try to look at the screen and see what's going on. Now you're turning your breath inward, or turning your thoughts inward towards your breath. You can notice how your breath feels coming in your body and going out of your body. As you inhale, feel your belly, ribs, and chest expand. And as you exhale, feel your belly, ribs, and chest fall. You're slowing your breath down a little bit. Bringing yourself right into the moment. Paying attention to your breath can bring you to the present. And also using any of your five senses can bring you to the present. Like, what does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? When you slow your breath down, it becomes a little longer and a little deeper. You can try to slow the inhale down and the exhale down. Settling into your practice today. We all have different skill levels. We all have different bodies. You come onto your mat with all of the experiences that you've had in your whole life. Taking a few more breaths together. And then we're just going to warm up parts of your body, doing repetitive multi-joint movements, trying to get all of the joints moving. So gently opening your eyes if they're closed, or gaze down. Take a breath in the middle. And as you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And inhale back to the center and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Coming back to center one more time each way. The first time is just kind of getting the kinks out. And the second time, you can pay attention to your range of motion, what it feels like if one side's different from the other. Now turn and face all the way to the right, just using your neck and your head. Inhale your way back to center and turn and look all the way to the left. Back to center one more time each direction, paying attention to your range of motion, paying attention to if there's stiffness or if there's ease. Now to the left, paying attention if one side's different from the other side, and then coming back to center. Bringing your hands down next to your hips. Just bring that left arm high and side bend to the right. Keep both of your sit bones down. Remember, you can use your props in your practice whenever they feel helpful to you. And notice that long left side body. Relax your left shoulder. Come back to center, and we're going to go the other way. And you're reaching. And come back to center, and then just an easy twist. Left hand to right knee. Straighten your right arm to hold your posture upright. And turn through your abdomen, ribs, chest, shoulders to the right. On an in-breath, come back to center, and then we're going to go the other way. Right hand to left knee. Straighten your left arm. Take a twist. And then bring yourself back to center. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start standing on your knees. So if you want something under your knees, you're going to put it there. And I'm going to face you for this. So you're going to stand on your knees, and you have your ears, shoulders, hips, and knees lined up. You can bring your hands over your heart center. And then take your right foot out to the side and point your toes forward. Bringing that left arm up and the right arm low, take your side bend here. Feel the length from your hips through your ribs, out through your fingertips. On an in-breath, bring yourself back to center. Your arms are to the side. You're pressing down through that right foot. You're going to take your left hand down to the mat, or you can use a block if you want to. And you're coming into a supported side plank. So you've got a hand, a knee, and a foot. And you can adjust them to line them up. If you tense your fingers like this, it gives you a nice solid base. Of course, if your hand goes totally flat on the mat, you could do that too. When you tense your fingers, your wrist is straight and solid. On an in-breath, pull yourself back up. You're going to bend your right knee, turn your right toes out to the side in gate pose. We're going to do a variation on gate pose by bringing your right arm under your left. You can touch your shoulders and stay there. If you want to try to come into your forearms, you can do that. Holding in your gate pose with eagle arms for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then relax your arms, hands over heart center. Bring your knees back together. A breath in here and a breath out. Then extend your left leg out, toes pointed forward. Bring your right arm high, your left arm low, side bend here. Inhale your way back up, arms side to side. Then you're going to take your right hand down, your left arm high, and come into a supported side plank. Pushing your hips forward here, so there's not a crease, you're not sitting back. You're pushing your hips forward, holding in your side plank, either your right hand on a block or tenting your fingers. And then engaging your core on an in-breath, come back up to Extend your left knee, point your toes out. So that left foot is firmly planted. Your knee is going in the direction of your toes. And then bring your left arm under your right and touch your shoulders. If you can walk your fingers together towards each other a little more, try that. Either stay here or come into your vertical forearms, holding in your gate pose with eagle arms for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then releasing your arms, bring your knees together, your hands over your heart center. Taking a breath in here and a breath out. Now you can bring yourself into your tabletop. From your tabletop, go right into your cat-cow. Heart forward, gaze forward, belly drops towards the floor. And then exhale, round your back up, drop your head, gaze towards your thighs. Inhale, drop your belly, heart forward, gaze forward. And then exhale, round your back up, drop your gaze to your thighs. Inhaling forward and exhaling, rounding yourself up. Come back into your tabletop. Extend your right leg. Bend your knee, flex your foot. Take a step through towards your right thumb. And here, if you want to use your blocks, you can use your blocks. If you notice, when you drop your left hip, your hip's dropping forward, being a little higher in your hands might give you more space to open up that hip. Heart forward, gaze forward. On an in-breath, bring your right arm high. And on the out-breath, bring your right hand down. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale your left hand down. And then you're stepping your knees back side by side. Your knees are under your hips. And extend your left leg back. Bend your knee, flex your foot. Step forward towards your left thumb. Drop that right hip open. Front knee over your ankle in the direction of your toes. On an in-breath, your left arm is high. Left hand down. Right arm is high. Right arm down. Heart forward, gaze forward. Step your knees back together. If you want to come off your blocks, you can do that. You can take that same movement from your tabletop or curl your toes under and lift your hips and knees. Push into your downward facing dog. Chest towards your thighs, long spine, relax your head. Palms are flat, shoulder blades retracted. And then walk it out, bending one knee and then the other. Coming back to center, we're going to do that same movement from down dog. You can keep it from tabletop if you choose. Inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee, flex your foot, a big step forward towards your right thumb. Use your blocks if you want to. Drop that left hip. Heart forward, gaze forward. On your next in-breath, right arm high, right hand down. In-breath, left arm high, exhale, left hand down. Heart forward, gaze forward, step into your plank. Inhale to your plank, and exhale to your down dog. A breath in here, and a breath out. On the in-breath, the left leg is high. Bend your knee, flex your foot, a big step forward towards your left thumb. Set yourself up with your blocks if you want to. Left arm high, left hand down, right arm high, right hand down. Heart forward, gaze forward. Step into your plank. Inhale to your plank. Exhale to your down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out, chest towards your thighs. And then you can walk your feet forward towards your hands at the front of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Trying to keep your spine long here, chest to thighs, drop the head. On your next in-breath, flatten your back, look to the floor. Your feet are firmly planted, hips, knees, ankles lined up. And then forward fold. Make a big circle with your arms all the way up to the sky. And then bring your hands over your heart center. Taking a breath in here and a breath out. So pressing down through your feet, if you roll your feet in and then flatten them and roll your feet out, you want to try to feel the inner edge of your ball mound of your big toe and your heel and the outer edge of the little toe ball mound and outer edge of your heel. Pressing your fingertips down towards the earth. Open your chest. So your gaze, your chest, your hips, your knees, your toes, your palms are all forward. Holding nice and steady, still. Mountains don't move very quickly. Finding your stillness in your mountain pose. And then come up on your toes. Flatten your feet. And then lift your toes. And flatten your feet. Now take your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. You can try to move your arm away from your body if you choose to. And then relax your hands next to your side. Fingertips down towards your mountain pose. Inhale that left arm high. Right arm down, side bend here. Come back to center, switch arms. Right arm up, side bend left. And then come back into your mountain pose. Inhale, sweeping your arms up, and exhale, your hands over your heart center. Take a breath in, and a breath out. A breath in, and as you exhale, step back with your right foot. And you're going to turn your right foot maybe 45 degrees out. It's kind of a big step, maybe 3-4 feet depending on your height. But you want to turn your hips forward, so if you need to, take that back foot closer to the mat or turn your toes more forward, you can do that. Bend your front knee, arms to sky, holding in your warrior one. So where are you in your feet? Where are you in your knees, your hips, your chest, shoulders, your gaze, and your hands? In warrior one, it's pretty much all forward with your shoulders relaxed but your heart open. Planted firmly through your feet, reaching up to the sky. Now bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. You're going to hinge just at your hips. Lean your chest forward towards your thigh. Your lower body stays the same, even though you feel your weight shifting a little bit. Bring your arms up off your back if you choose to, holding in your humble warrior. And then slowly bring yourself back upright. Straighten your front knee. Stack your hands behind your back. So you're going to stack them behind your back. Bring that hip forward. If it softens, sometimes when you don't think about it, it softens. Draw your elbows back. Now your chest is open. Heart is open. Take a little bit of a back bend. Pressing down through your feet. Where are you in your knees, your hips, shoulders, chest, gaze, hands? Slowly come back up, and you're going to hinge at your hips. Keep a long spine as long as you can, bringing your chest down towards your thighs. You can release your hands to the mat or to blocks, or you can release them to your thighs or your shins. Try to drop your head when you get down as low as you think you can go. And notice where you're lengthening here. You got your feet, knees, hips, chest, shoulders, gaze, like you're gazing back towards that back knee, and hands. Bringing your hands behind your back again if you're down, and slowly coming up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, a medium step in and hands over your heart. You're going to shift forward into your weight into that left leg, and if you want to use your blocks, you're going to put them out in front. So you shift into your left leg, tap your right toe back. You're going to hinge at your hips and lift your right leg, coming into your warrior three. You can activate your right foot. You're trying to become parallel to the earth with your torso and your leg. Your body weight is in your left leg, ankle, foot. Left hip pulled towards midline. If you want to bring your hands down to your blocks, you can do that. Holding here in your warrior three. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, feet together, forward fold. Come into a long spine, flatten your back, look down. Exhale and fold, and a big circle. Sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, and bring your hand over your heart center. Taking a breath in, and a breath out. A breath in here, and then as you exhale, step back with your left foot. And you're going to turn your toes out maybe 45 degrees. Your torso is upright. Turn your hips forward. Bend your front knee. Arms high to sky, fingertips pointing towards the sky. So your front toes, knee, hips, chest, gaze are forward. Your palms are facing each other. You're pushing down into the earth and reaching up into the sky. Holding yourself in your warrior one. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, straighten your arms, hinging at your hips, keep a long spine, coming into humble warrior. You can try lifting your arms and hands off your back if you choose to, or let them rest on your back. Your lower body stays the same, but you do feel your weight shifted. You can feel your feet pressing into the earth. Keep your lower body the same and slowly bring yourself back up. Straighten your front knee, stack your hands behind your back, draw your elbows back, a little bit of a back bend, heart to sky, gaze to sky. And then slowly come up and level your gaze, hinging at your hips, leading with your chest, bringing yourself down to pyramid. You can release your hands to the mat. You can release your hands to your thigh or to your shin. Try to relax the top of your head once you get down as low as you think you can go. That right hip is still pulled back. If your hands are down, bring them behind your hips and slowly come back up to standing. Take a medium step in, hands over your heart. Shift your weight into your front foot. So your weight's going to be in your right leg, hip, ankle, foot. Lift your left leg, hinge at your hips. Coming into your warrior three. Use your blocks if you want to, or you can keep your hands over your heart center. Taking a breath in here, and then step together, forward fold. Come into a long spine. Exhale and fold. And then a big circle, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky. And bring your hands over your heart center. Taking a breath in here and a breath out. Now take your right leg and cross your left. Tap your toe down. Or you can cross your leg, or you can wrap your leg. So you pick down, cross, wrap. Arms out to the side, eagle legs, right arm down, left arm high. Come back to center, other way. Back to center, right arm under left. We practiced eagle arms with our gate pose. Hold your shoulders or come into your forearms for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then relax that. Uncross. Shake out if you need to. All right. You're going to take your left leg over your right. Either tap it, cross it, or wrap it. Arms out to the side. You're going to go left arm down, right arm high. Back to center, left arm high, right arm low. Back to center, left arm under right. Touch your shoulders or come into forearms. Holding there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping down and releasing that. Nice. Hands over your heart at the front of your mat. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale your arms high. Exhale and fold. Come into a long spine. Exhale and fold and step back into your plank. Inhale to your plank and exhale to your down dog. Now your down dog is a symmetrical pose. You're working your both sides of your body the same, even though both sides of our body are not actually the same. Bring your knees down to the mat, cross your ankles, walk your hands towards your knees, roll over your ankles, extend your legs out in front. Good. All right. Scoot down on your mat. Scoot is a technical term. So you're going to scoot down on your mat. Use your core to lay down. Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down. Bending your knees. You can put your feet flat on the mat. Bring your heels near to your glutes. Hands on the floor, outside from your hips, palms up. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. Left leg into tabletop. Reclining pigeon. Take your hands, or if they don't reach, take a strap. You're going to put your hands or a strap around your thigh. Pull your left thigh up towards your chest, more towards 90 degrees. Activate your feet, spread your toes or wiggle them. You can wiggle them. Left leg goes left, enough to feel lengthening in your right glute area. And then come back to center. Extend your left leg towards the sky. Point and flex your ankle and your toes. And then rotate in one way and rotate in the other. Bend your left knee and put your left foot down. Uncross your right ankle. Left ankle across your right knee. Bring your right leg into tabletop. Hold your thigh with your hands or put a strap around your thigh. Activate your feet, pulling your toes towards your knees. Try to relax your upper body. And then drop your right leg to the right. Just enough. Just enough to feel yourself lengthen in that left glute area. Come back to center. Straighten your right leg towards the ceiling. Point and flex your ankle and your toes. And then you're going to rotate in one direction. And rotate in the other. And bend that right knee, put your foot down and uncross your legs. Take your arms out to the side. We're going to inhale, center, and exhale, drop your knees right, look left. Inhale, center, drop your knees left, look right. Your shoulders stay down. Inhale, center, knees right, look left. Inhale, center, knees left, look right. Come back to the center. You can pull your knees towards your chest. Give them a squeeze if you want. Stay stable or rock. And if you want to come into happy baby, you can do that by putting your arms between your knees, holding the outside of your feet. The degree you open up is up to you. What are you up for today? What's available? Some people like to rock. Some people like to stay still. You choose. You get to choose. Bring your knees together, your feet down on the mat. Extend your right leg flat on the mat and your left leg flat on the mat. Let your feet fall open. Turn your palms to the sky, letting your arms open a little ways from your body. And then you can lift your shoulders or chest to try to flatten your shoulder blades. We're coming into Shavasana. You can put something under your head if you want to. You can put something under your knees if you want to. Your work here is to do nothing at all. So you're trying to purposefully relax all the muscles in your body. Sometimes that's hard to do on command. But you can take a breath in, a calming breath in, and then as you exhale, relax. Feeling yourself sink a little bit deeper into your mat. Softening through your neck and your shoulders if you feel tension. If you feel tension anywhere in your body, try to make a shift and let that go. Softening your jaw and your tongue. Releasing the area around your eyes and your eyes themselves. Smoothing out your forehead. If you have worry lines, just let those worries go for a moment. Letting your breath be natural. Eyes gently closed or soften your gaze. Breathing in relaxation and breathing out tension. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, wherever your thoughts have gone. And notice the moment that surrounds you, using your five senses. What does it feel like, sound like, smell like? You can move your hands or toes, small movements. If your body wants to get long, you can pull your arms or put your arms over your head. You don't have to. Just be where your body feels like it wants to be right now. And then when you're ready, bending your knees. And you can gently roll over to your right side. If the left side feels better to you, go left. And using your hands and your arms, push yourself up to a seat. When you find your seat, bringing your hands over your heart center. I want to thank you, all of you, for coming together and sharing your practice. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.